Wii Sports is one of the most best game I've ever played on Wii. You don't need to be a gamer. You don't need to know about controls. Just grab those Wiimote and nunchuck and start swinging. Even though the graphics are not good like the other game has, it's not the graphics that you'll get hooked up. It's the gameplay. Join me as I check the facts and trivia for Wii Sports. Wii Sports was part of Touch Generations. Touch Generations was a Nintendo brand used for DS and Wii. It is aimed to appeal to non-hardcore gaming crowd or even people who never played video games before. When 3DS was released in 2011, Nintendo decided to not use the brand on 3DS games. Wii Sports has been well received by critics. The game also received awards from the gaming communities. With the huge success that it has, it is the second best-selling video game of all time, selling a whopping 82.69 million, even beating Super Mario Bros., Minecraft, and Grand Theft Auto 5. On April 2013, it is the best-selling game of all time for single platform. A computer programmer named Mickey DeLorenzo put himself on a Wii Fitness regimen for 6 weeks in December 2006. According to his calculations, he burned 125 calories in 15 minutes of boxing, 92 calories in 15 minutes of tennis, and 77 calories in 15 minutes of bowling. In February 27, a small study of 13 children conducted by a professor at Liverpool named John Morse found that participants burned about 150 calories per hour playing Wii. There are also plans in Wii Sports, including making it a Mario game. Mario characters were used but were removed because of feedback from players who wanted to see their Miis. Then Mario games were created anyway. An in-game trick. When playing a tennis game, holding A button and B button at the black screen before the player pick their Miis, the court will be blue instead of the traditional colored green court. Want to catch your audience off guard and see their reaction? In bowling, it is possible to throw the ball into the crowd. This will surprise them and will scream and jump to avoid the ball. This will not affect the player's court though. To do this, simply let go of B button during the backswing and it will be thrown back into the crowd. When playing Wii Sports bowling, have you ever heard the crowd? There are different reactions from the crowd in a bowling game, depending on what the player does. The crowd boos if the player gets a gutter ball. The crowd screams if the player throws the ball backwards. And if the player throws the ball in the other lane, the crowd laughs. After the release of Wii, players began incurring injuries while playing Wii Sports, among other games which they accidentally hit other players or objects, or even accidentally throwing their Wiimotes on TV. As a response, Nintendo offered a replacement of the Wii remote twice as thick. Then, there are still dumb players who still swing their Wiimote so much that they wanted to reef their arms with it. "85-year-old John Bates, a world record holder for Wii Sports bowling. He has bowled more than a 2800 perfect score. He currently holds the title for most perfect scores achieved on Wii Sports bowling. He must have practiced every day. I couldn't even get 5 perfect score in this game. With it being the second best-selling game, Wii Sports has received many awards. It won Best Sports Game from Game Critics, Best Wii Game, and Most Original Game from OneUp.com. IGN also awarded it as Best Sports Game of 2006 and Second Best Game in the same year. Wii Sports also won the grand prize in the entertainment division of the Japan Arts Festival.